Right, hello, welcome to the channel. Just been reading about a number of unions, PCS, Unite and the TUC, who have all told Kier Starmer to make a U-turn on the winter fuel payments. And I find this very interesting because obviously Kier Starmer wants to appease the unions, he wants to have the unions on his side, and I just wonder how much damage this is going to do to his reputation within the unions if he goes ahead with this, because obviously these unions want him to make a U-turn, and could it affect future relations with these unions if he goes ahead with it, because obviously he wants to appease the unions. And I find it interesting about this because I think that this is probably one of the more serious things for him. Obviously public opinion is serious to him, but at the end of the day, he said time and time again he has to push this through. Labour MPs are, especially the newer Labour MPs, are getting a huge amount of heat about this, and they're saying they're going to vote against it. Now I don't think that's going to make any difference because he's got such a majority. I think it's still going to go through. But I think this union issue is probably going to be the biggest worry to him, because if he starts to upset the unions, then the unions are going to put pressure on the rest of the party, and that could make any attempt on his premiership even more serious. So I think probably with all of this, he's going to be most worried about what the unions are saying, and I think that he's probably going to be thinking about what the situation is. I don't think it's going to change anything. I think that he's got his mind set on this, and I think it's it's completely ridiculous. There was another article I read. I can't remember who it was now. I think it was from one of the charities that said all he's got to do is raise the tax for the richest 1% of the country by 1%, and that will pay for this black hole. It will raise around £24 billion, and that will completely seal this black hole that he keeps talking about. Sorry, that's my dog scratching. So that's an interesting point, and I wonder if he's thought of that, and I wonder if this person who's talked about this has actually put this to the Prime Minister, because yeah, okay, it might cause people to leave the country, the wealthiest people, but if he was to say to them, look, for this one tax year, I'm going to raise your tax by 1% for this year, and then that will be it. That will fill up the hole. Everything will be hunky-dory. Now I know it's not as simple as that, but that could be a way around it, because cutting the winter fuel payments is only going to raise around 1.2 billion, so it's not going to fix the problem. It's just going to cause a temporary plugging of the hole. So I'm interested to hear what your thoughts are about this. Do you think that the union's now saying that he should make a U-turn, would this make any difference to him? Or do you think that he's just blindly got this in his mind and is now going to go ahead with it regardless? And do you think that if he does, it could cause an issue with unions in the future, especially in support of his premiership? Let me know down in the comment section what you think. Don't forget to subscribe if you like this type of thing and you want to hear more.